Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Masters of the Universe Classics, Icer. More characters from the classic Filmation cartoon series are finally getting the action figure treatment. Icer here is one of those Filmation characters who I was most excited to see. So let's take a look at this new figure to see how he turned out. Icer comes in the standard Masters of the Universe Classics blister card packaging. The back shows off a selection of other figures in the Classics line, and even gives us a brand new bio for Icer. Icer is actually a very basic looking character in the cartoon. He's all blue and white, so not a lot of intricate detailing or color variation to this guy. But one thing Mattel did to make him really stand out is he is made of a translucent blue plastic with a nice white frost that really gives him this beautiful icy finish. He is sporting a nicely sculpted fur hood over his rigid ice-like face design. That same sculpted fur can be seen around his wrists, his loincloth, and his sweet Ugg boots. There is a nice wash on all of those fur bits that makes all of those sculpted details stand out nicely. Right, let's get a closer look at Icer. He's another figure, very basic. He's got the standard male buck, so there's nothing really out of the ordinary with this particular character. So let's go ahead and run down his articulation here. The head is able to turn left and right, slightly move up and down. Even though he's got that little sculpted furry hood thing going on there, doesn't hinder the movement. You can see he's still able to move his head all the way around there, doesn't cause any problems whatsoever. He's got the standard ball joints there, so at the good movement in the arms there, swivels at the bicep, standard joint in the elbow, swivels at the wrist there. He's got the torso crunch, he's got the waist swivel, the legs are able to move outwards at the thighs. He can get a nice sitting pose there, so you can put him in the Wind Raider, have him ride Battle Cat, Panther, whatever you want to do there. Swivels at the thighs, standard joint at the knees. He's got the swivel cut at the top of the furry boots there, and he does have the standard ankle articulation, which you can see is very tight on this guy. So his ankles are not loose whatsoever. Very nicely done. Shouldn't have any problems getting this guy to stand up or anything like that. So very basic as far as the articulation goes, but nice and solid. It is worth noting too that he is made of that translucent plastic. It's kind of frosted, but you can see through him there. But so far, haven't had any issues of breakage with this guy. I haven't seen anything reported. No problems with breakage. I know folks have been a little weary of the translucent plastic because they've had breakage issues with figures like Roboto, the Green Goddess, but everything seems very solid on this guy. He doesn't feel any different than any of the other Masters of the Universe Classics figures, so shouldn't be any problems there. Icer comes with two accessories. First up is this cool icicle piece. It's made of that same translucent blue plastic with the white frosting. He can hold it in either one of his hands and can even get some good two-handed poses out of it. So it works great as a staff, or a spear, or even a bashing weapon. It's a great accessory for an ice character such as this. His second accessory is another awesome piece straight out of the Filmation cartoon series, but actually isn't even meant for Icer. It's the Staff of Avion for your Stratos figure. It's designed just as it appeared in the cartoon series, and it's really great to have since Stratos didn't include any accessories when he was released. The only problem is that both of his hands are open, so he can't actually get a good grip on the staff. But you can definitely make it work, and I love getting accessories from the cartoon series. Icer was my #1 choice to see in a Filmation line, so needless to say, I love finally having a figure of him. I've always had a thing for ice characters. Like Fink Man, Icer was a villain who worked for Skeletor that only made one appearance, but he left enough of an impression that collectors have always wanted to see him as a toy. It's so great that he's finally here, and that he turned out so well. Icer was the first figure in the Club Filmation Subscription, and was made available on Matty on July 15th, 2013. Until next time...